This is the world's coldest paint. It has the ability to keep an object cooler than the shade, even
Wait!
when it's in direct sunlight, without using any energy in the process.
Hi, S-Jam!
So let's measure the shade under this plant.
Wait!
Okay, we get about 85 degrees. But now let's see our panel
Put it in the whole Philippines!
that I painted with the cryo paint in direct sunlight. And we get like 83
Hi, loud mic streamer.
degrees. So
I
sitting
didn't
out in the
mean
blazing
to.
sun is cooler than the shade. But a similarly colored white panel is 117 degrees, and a black panel is 175 degrees. But how is this possible? Where's the heat
first
going?
impression.
Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the sky as a giant heat sink, and then even apply it to clothing to see if I can make the world's coolest
Ew. I feel like it's not gonna be comfy.
clothes, literally. I'm hot, and my chickens are hot too. But what if I told you there's something in the middle of a 100-degree summer day that's well below freezing
Hi, Labu.
that can be used to cool you down for free? Yes, that's right. High above us, the upper atmosphere is literally freezing cold. In fact, you can see how warm the clouds are in
No more
comparison.
clips.
Clouds are like a nice warm blanket over everything.
My favorite weather is when it's like one, overcast, 100%. Anything to do with nice cold winds, and then an overcast where it's not sunny as fuck. Ooh, but no rain.
So if we want to radiate the maximum amount of heat, we don't want clouds. We want the open blue sky that we can use as a giant cold
I
heat
hate
sink.
sunlight.
Remember that there are 3 ways in which something can
No wonder I don't get depressed in the UK. I actually don't really like sunlight, so it makes sense.
exchange heat with its environment. The first way is through touch. If something is physically connected to something else, the heat energy is going to spread out from the hot thing to the colder thing. This is called conduction. Now, the close cousin of conduction is called convection. This is basically conduction, but you keep refreshing the thing that the object is touching. And there's also a third mechanism of heat transfer that sometimes gets overlooked, and this is radiation. For me, radiation is the most magical of the heat transfer mechanisms. The reason is because you can't stop it from happening.
You know what? If teleportation was a thing, I would never do it. I just realized that was so fucking random, but the particle thingy just reminded me of it. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I don't like that. Okay, let's say teleportation was a real thing. Okay, wait. No, this is so like, no. Listen to me. I'm so dead serious. Go on. Let's say teleportation was a thing. So they literally like put your particles machine and then transfer you to like the opposite side of the world, right? I personally don't think you can ever genuinely confirm whether this is genuinely you, whether you actually died and just got copied. You can't prove it. Like, you can't prove it, and that freaks me out. So I would never, if let's say teleportation was a thing, I would never do it because like, you can never confirm whether that's actually you or just a copy pasta. Let's say your brain got rebuilt. Are you still gonna be awake, or did you die and get literally recopied? Even let's say that there's like a tube and all these particles around you gets like still there's no confirmation whether this person is still literally, you're gonna wake up with your eyes open. Does that make sense? The only time I will ever do a teleportation thingy if it's like Portal, where like I don't get like disintegrated then recreated, like kind of like a wormhole type shit, you know, like a portal. Like in Portal. That's the only time I would ever accept that. But this one, in a reality that this is a thing, nah, bruh. Nah. What happens if like, it's like Soma, you know what I mean? Where it's just a copy. Nah, I don't want my copy to be living. I don't give a fuck about my fucking copy. No. Hell fucking no. Am I right to feel that way? I feel like I'm I rather same people, different places use memory machine to feel like they go to another place. Bro, it's just scary. I don't know.
The reason is because you can't stop it from happening. Even if your objects are miles away or even in the vacuum of space, you will always be losing or gaining heat through radiation. Radiation is the heat you feel from a fire that's instant.
What if your copy was a digital and lived in an amazing life in a circus? I hate you!
And travels at the speed of light. So every object, including you, is constantly emitting radiation. And since emitting radiation means losing energy, that means that everything is
cast for
constantly
like
cooling
19
down,
months.
just throwing its energy out.
And so is that, so you're 3 months, and yes, thank you.
Everywhere around it at the speed of light. But there's this rule called Kirchhoff's law that says an object emits radiation just as well as it absorbs radiation at the same wavelength. So a good emitter is also a good absorber. So you can't just make an object that's really good at emitting radiation without making it really good at absorbing it as well. But there's a way to kind of cheat the system. If you just have your object be a good emitter in a frequency range where there's very little incoming radiation, then you can have a one-way valve that emits radiation, but there's nothing to absorb. And that's what makes this paint so special. It's designed to only emit and absorb radiation in the range of wavelengths called the atmospheric window. This is the range where the sky produces almost no radiation. So the paint can just send its radiation out into the sky and almost nothing returns. Okay, so let's look at these on the IR camera. We can see there's a huge difference. The black panel is
Oh my God, it's in fucking Fahrenheit.
extremely hot, around 170 degrees Fahrenheit. While the white colored one is still hot as well. It's
Guys, what is this in Celsius?
near about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. But our cryo painted panel is only about 85 degrees.
Holy fucking difference!
That's insane. That's way cooler than I would have expected. I can tell just by touching it the difference. I literally get burned trying to move the black panel, but with the cryo painted one, it's almost cool to the touch. Now it's clear that the panels themselves stay much cooler with this paint, but I want to see how much of a difference it makes as a roof panel. So in order to test this, I built a small insulated room where I can use these panels on the roof and see if I can tell a difference. Okay, let's try the black one first.
Experimentations.
So the difference in the actual roof temperature, when we're inside, just measuring the air, I have 92 degrees for the thermocouple that's up here, and 87 degrees for the thermocouple that's a little bit lower, kind of chest level. But I don't think these thermocouples are
Wait, the paint costs like 200 plus USD per gallon? Nothing ever nice is ever free, is ever cheap.
doing well at conveying the actual temperature I feel.
Oh.
Because it feels very hot under here, just from the radiation from the ceiling panel.
Wait, if you make umbrellas with this, would it genuinely work perfectly? Like if you were to make an umbrella like this and it's a hot summer like day and then use an umbrella, I feel like it would actually cool you, right?
So even though the air isn't...
Guys, don't copy that. That would be such a good fucking, like, seller. No, dude! Actual $1 million idea! No, seriously! Is that not a $1 million idea? Too late, already patented. Okay.
heating up that much, I'm heating up standing under it due to its hotter temperature radiating to my skin. Now,
Thanks for the idea, Deme. I'm patenting the $500 umbrella.
now let's try the cryo-painted panel. So this one definitely feels different. The air temperature is only slightly different. It's lower by like 5 degrees. But as far as how it feels much cooler because I don't have this radiator heater above me radiating heat to my skin.
Guys, I think it's actually genuinely smart. I'm serious.
So it does make a difference.
Also, it's very popular in Asia to use umbrellas during the summer heat. So like I don't see it as much in Europe, but like in Asia, it's very normal to like use umbrellas that are UV protected for summers.
It's not as extreme of a difference compared to the surface temperature of the panels in the sun, but it is a noticeable difference. So if my chickens produce enough eggs, they can save up for more cryo paint for their roof. But now the important question, what about me? Well, I know the paint works for the panel.
If it works for the clothing, it will work for the umbrella. I'm so stuck with this. I'm so sorry. But I genuinely think it's a good f***ing idea.
But could it work for clothing as well? Well, let's see about that. I'm gonna paint it on my clothes and see if it actually keeps me noticeably cooler with the cryo paint. Okay, I think this actually does make a difference. So this actually works way better than I thought it was going to. It's about 90 degrees out here and I don't feel hot at all. Like in the slightest amount. It would seem like if I have my hood on and everything that it's gonna be really hot in this jacket, but I really don't feel hot at all. It's kind of crazy. So why has nobody turned this into a product yet? Because
No, I just say it. Just fucking say it. Just say it.
this is awesome. Look at the infrared view. You can see how much cooler my clothing is compared to the background object.
What the f***?
objects in the sun. So me and my chickens are gonna stay cool this summer. And thanks for watching another.
Wait, he didn't say it. He just asked a question. Dude, guys, I'm telling you, it's an untapped market. You don't understand. People become millionaires from this fucking like shit. Untapped markets are the most rarest thing, dude. But the problem is that it's pure white. And bro, pure white is horrible for camouflage. Guys, you gotta remember there's always a market for any price range. So if let's say the umbrella, it costs like, let's say $100 to make and I sell it for 200, somebody would still buy that. I shit you not.
Action Lab, I hope you learned something. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, remember to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.
Quick comment regarding this emissivity setting the IR camera. A lot of comments mentioned that the IR reading isn't accurate because I have to input the true emissivity for oh, hell no. This is so fucking science talk. 1.3K for 5 gallons. Ooh. But you don't need that much paint for an umbrella. Dude, so why has nobody turned this into a product yet? I need this uncomfortable hot. Okay, wait. Mostly durability. Bro, umbrella. Dude, I'm telling you, if a clothing doesn't work because of durability, an umbrella would work. Am I crazy for this?